Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Over the last 3 weeks, guys, XRP whales have been accumulating, particularly addresses holding 10 million to 100 million XRP. They've been augmenting their holdings since May the 7th, guys. This coming from Michael Branch. You know what that means? Institutions buying up XRP, probably anticipating a Ripple win in the lawsuit. So these addresses have purchased over 52 million XRP. So that is $22.9 million in the past 3 weeks as XRP breaks long-term resistance of 46 cents. So we're looking at the chart and, over the last 3 weeks, what would that have brought us to roughly kind of near, I guess, the beginning of May, which would have been in and around, let's say, in and around here somewhere. Well, this chart here, this is XRP on the daily, and this doesn't look like a lot of accumulating has been made. Nevertheless, 52 million XRP has been purchased. Ali Martinez, an accomplished chartist, first called public attention to the accumulation campaign, citing data from the behavior analytics resource Sentiment. So, not all information is viewable on the charts. Here's what Ali's chart told us. Now, the brown line is the accumulation, okay? And obviously this is the XRP price chart. You guys can see since about May 9th, in and around here, May 9th, we have seen that accumulation just kind of soar, and compared to price, we did see price move up a little bit, although the accumulation looks like it has gained even more. So that is positive news, guys. Going back to the XRP chart here, we can see XRP right now trading at a price of roughly 47.2. Let me throw it on the hourly, actually. We can see, even just over the last few days here, this was Thursday in the afternoon, we have seen XRP start to ascend, and hopefully we are going to see new heights very, very soon. I know there's the verdict that's coming out. There's also this Nike swoosh pattern that, I talk about every now and then. The Nike swoosh pattern that we've seen on the XRP chart in the past is also forming today. Compare that to the Bitcoin chart, and usually Bitcoin is the pulse of the market. Bitcoin right now, it's up a little bit, and overall the Bitcoin trend is still looking fairly good. This is Bitcoin on the daily, and right now Bitcoin is trading at around 26,700. So Bitcoin has retraced a little bit over the last month or so, but it is looking like we are poised for new highs. Just bringing up the total market, guys, and the total market cap tends to look a lot like the Bitcoin market. I wanted to take the time just to thank all the people who have currently subscribed to the Patreon, my $5 Patreon channel, where I'm going to be trading my picks during this bull cycle, guys. I'm going to be posting trades on the days that they occur, and some people are asking me, well, are these just long holds for the bull run? Some may be, some may not be. We just don't know right now. Some of these coins, I'm hoping that some of these coins really pop off top for other reasons before the bull cycle. So, I'm getting into some of these trades. We're going to see how it goes. I'm going to be documenting my journey. It is only $5 a month. Patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. And again, guys, if you are going to do this, this is the most exciting time to be doing it because we're just starting in another bull market. So, I thought this would be the time appropriately. I wasn't going to pump a Patreon channel when we were in a bear market because I was not doing any accumulating here. All my accumulating happened in and around here. And as we're starting to go up, I'm accumulating some more coins. So $5 a month if you guys are interested. Patreon.com/workingmoneychannel, documenting my trades in this next bull run. Don't know if some of you guys got this email from Uphold. This from James Rule XRP. We're delighted to announce that all XRP hodlers will enjoy early access to Uphold Vault, our new fully integrated self-custody wallet. Covering multiple blockchains, the new service creates a convenient way for you to store funds in a non-custodial wallet that seamlessly links to the Uphold platform. So they're offering another service, I guess, for XRP holders specifically. Self-custody, but also seamless integrated trading on the Uphold platform means that even if the Uphold app is down, you can move your funds instantly and retain full control over your digital assets. So don't know if, this might be an option for some of you guys using Uphold. I know a lot of American viewers out there have been trading on Uphold considering, the SEC kind of really screwed it for XRP traders in the United States. This is one of the very few trading platforms that does support XRP in the United States. That might change soon, but I don't know. Uphold now offering this service for their traders. Wanted to thank James just for mentioning that. Also happened to see this now. I know this has existed for a while, and it has been updated. Vitzvin used to do a rich list, and then he kind of shuttered that. But someone else picked up the slack, this courtesy of Mr. Man here on Twitter, just reminding us that the XRP rich list does still exist. And so you guys can check this out. Depending on how much XRP you hold, you can see where you stand in the rankings. And, this used to be a fun little exercise back in 2018, 2019 when I first discovered it. And I kept moving up in the ranks as I kept accumulating XRP. But here you go down here, guys, just to give you a sense, you would be in the 2% if you have over 34,162 XRP, in the 2% if you have over 69,000 1,257. In the 0.5%, if you have over 120,900, the 0.2%, so on and so forth. You guys can see the numbers here, and I will link this in the description of the video if this is something that interests you. I know we've all been accumulating, hopefully we've all been accumulating during this bear market, and maybe some of us have not been accumulating XRP specifically. I know my bags have been packed for a while. I have cost average down at just over 17 cents overall, taking into consideration all the times that I bought since 2017, pretty much, since I started, and I have not sold a batch of XRP yet for profit. That was, I think, one of the mistakes I did make in the last bull run. I am always planning on holding some long term for that real world utility, but I was waiting for XRP to hit my targets. I think in this bull run, I'm going to be taking a bit of a different approach. So again, guys, the $5 Patreon, that's where you're going to be seeing me make my trades, not only these cryptocurrencies that I'm going to be outlining, but my main stacks too, which includes XRP, Algorand, HBAR, and some other ones. Gonna move along though, guys. We got news here about Palau's native stablecoin utilizing XRP. The Republic of Palau adapted the stablecoin. We heard about this about a year ago, but now they're running the native stablecoin project on the public XRP ledger, leveraging XRP for fast and secure payments. The implementation of the project comes on the back of a successful pilot program. And Sentosumo Saba here reported on this just the other day. However, there were some inaccuracies. Palau built their stablecoin on the private version of the XRP ledger using its native digital asset XRP, and the source was the Ripple 2023 value report. You guys can see that here, and you probably have already heard about this recently. Nick Bugalis, though, did come in and correct a few things. First of all, Neil Hartner said, I don't think that's correct. Where did you find that information? Here's what Ripple says on their website. And then he quotes a quote from Ripple's website, quote, meanwhile, Ripple is working with the Republic of Palau to help explore a potential government-backed stablecoin on the public XRP ledger. And this one here, it says it's going to be a private XRP ledger. Well, Nick Bugalis here, he did chime in. He did used to work for Ripple. He no longer works for Ripple. The section highlighted by Sentosumo Saba is likely incorrect and certainly confusing. If this is a private ledger, its native asset is not XRP, and it shouldn't be reported that way. I think that Ripple ought to update this report to clarify things ASAP. And he did tag Joel Katz, who is David Schwartz. Tipsy Tiger saying, the part Nick refers to that you highlight is just badly worded. And honestly, I didn't take it to read as XRP is the native token on the private ledger. They should have written this in hindsight to stop any confusion. So there has been a little bit of confusion. Nevertheless, the main information, Palau is going public with this. It is no longer a trial. A digital CBDC is being issued in the Republic of Palau. So anyway, regardless, great news. But we do need to clear up some of this confusion, I think. I will keep tabs on this, guys, see if we get more updates coming down the pike. Moving along, guys, the Sum Wallet is taking new steps and evolving from XRPL Labs to a new name. They're called Zaman now. So they are rebranding their name, their look. I think there was a lot of confusion about the company versus the wallet. They had an eventful journey with some traversing milestones that were once dreams, and now we have grown out of the lab stage. Today we stand at the verge of yet another exciting chapter, ready to evolve and advance our identity to better align with our ambitious vision. We are thrilled to announce that we are rebranding to Zaman. Our evolution occasionally shadowed by confusion due to the separate entities of XRPL Labs, and some unintentional links to other entities in the XRPL ecosystem expands to a new horizon, unifying XRPL Labs and some under one stronger entity. That is Zaman, and Zaman is the Mayan god of merchants, trade, business, and economy. So kind of the perfect name here, I think, for these guys. Encapsulates our goal of seamless blending retail and crypto, providing an appropriate avatar for our ambitious vision. So kind of similar to what Ripple did way back when they really wanted to differentiate between XRP and Ripple. I don't know if you guys remember this. They even had a contest who could design the best XRP logo, and then they finally implemented the the logo we know today. But they were called Ripples in the past, and so Ripple did have this concerted effort to try to rebrand to differentiate between the XRP token and Ripple the company. And it looks as though Sum is doing something similar, although not quite exactly the same. Nevertheless, I do wish them luck on their journey. They've been producing great products here, so I thought I'd bring that to your attention. And again, the Sum Wallet, another great option for transacting in XRP. I do have the Sum Wallet. I don't use it often, but I do have one, and I do have some XRP stored on there. But I would like to use it a lot more in the coming years. I think, once we see more utility and more need for payments through cryptocurrencies like XRP, I think, a lot of these wallets are going to get a lot more traction. So I think Sum is gearing up, waiting for that. However, we are already seeing traction in geographical regions like Africa with companies like DLocal, guys. DLocal, as you guys know, is a Ripple partner, and global payment orchestration platform Finmont has announced a new partnership with DLocal. The partnership will amplify Finmont's unique global payments ecosystem and facilitate payments across multiple emerging economies in Africa, Asia, and Latin America through DLocal's network. The founders of German airline Han Air recently launched Finmont to offer the travel industry a unique solution that, unlike other options available, streamlines not only B2C payments, but also B2B payments, combining both payments into a single view with help decision makers identify and fix any inefficiencies in their current payment processes. The firm's mission is to help travel merchants use payments as a strategic tool to stand out from their competitors. And so DLocal, guys, a Ripple company, they're a leading cross-border payment facilitator technology company, an emerging markets localization expert that offers a flexible, all-encompassing payment solution that unlocks new revenues and maximizes reach in growth markets. So it looks as though these guys are leveraging DLocal's power to facilitate these types of payments. And I mean, the travel industry is a great industry, I think, for this kind of thing. Travel inherently means you're going from point A to point B. Chances are you're going to be using a different type of currency. And so, you know, if people are paying for flights or other things that have to do with travel, obviously we're going to see cross-currency matches here. So, you know, finding that unique corridor, in some cases, maybe ODL. In other cases, you know, just using RippleNet in order to facilitate these payments makes sense. So why not leverage a company like DLocal? This sounds like another partnership that is going to make a lot of sense, not only now, but even more sense down the road. So some great news here, I guess, starting in Africa, but also expanding to these other regions around the world. Wanted to thank Matt for posting that. Also happened to see this, guys. CurrencyCloud's official Twitter handle did just tweet this out the other day. They are now helping this company Monies account holders collect in 34 different currencies. And we know CurrencyCloud is, again, a Ripple partner. Well, here they're saying, you know, they've recently expanded their partnership with Monies, a leading pan-European fintech enabling account holders to receive money in 34 currencies. The new service, which has been rolled out to Monies customers over the past few weeks, is a major upgrade for the millions of customers Monies has across Europe. In the past, customers have been limited to receiving just 3 currencies. So they were really kind of relegated only to the GBP, the Euro, and the Romanian Leu. I'm guessing this is a Romanian company, but now they want to, you know, again, expand similar to what DLocal is helping Finmont do. Here's a quote from Money's CEO. He said, "We've wanted to bring this functionality to customers for some time, so we are pleased that we've been able to work alongside CurrencyCloud to do so. Our customers can now collect, convert, and pay out in much broader ranges of commonly used currencies." So adding a whole whack of currencies, I guess 31 currencies for a total of 34, up from 3. Money's customers will now have the opportunity to get an additional IBAN for receiving multiple currencies. Each IBAN is unique to each customer, as we know. And guys, this is going to be the way payments are going to be facilitated in Europe. So just another example of Ripple partners really making it work with, you know, companies that they see that they can leverage or that could leverage them so that both companies can benefit. And this is what's going to contribute to that flywheel effect too, right? We hadn't heard about the flywheel effect for a while. And just recently I did a video on the flywheel effect. Somebody else was mentioning it. So here we have it, guys. It in motion. Are we almost at the running phase? I certainly hope so. I mean, you know, some of this is going to depend on the Ripple SEC lawsuit. Well, James K. Filan just released this most recent report from the LBRY case. And I mean, this is all happening in conjunction with one another. The LBRY case, the Ripple case. In the LBRY case, though, LBRY has filed its supplemental brief in support of its motion to limit the commissioner's remedies. So here's the brief up here. And, you know, LBRY has been hoping that this one is going to really count. LBRY submits the supplemental brief in support of its motion to limit the commissioner's remedies. LBRY has been trying to resolve the commission's investigation in this subsequent litigation for years. LBRY's focus has always been to seek clarity around the use, get this, and they bold it, the use of LBRY tokens, including clarity that LBRY is not a security in and of itself. However, the commission refuses to provide such clarity and now seeks a broad-based injunction that is neither specific nor clear. Since the commission has requested injunctive relief specifically against Odyssey, the scope of the commission's injunctive relief is squarely before the court. As such, LBRY respectfully requests that the court provide the clarity that is so desperately needed. This is just the opening paragraph, but I will link this in the description if you guys want to read the full thing. I want to get to the nuts and bolts, guys. Jeremy Hogan has given his 2 cents. And guys, this is where it gets really interesting. LBRY is asking the court to clarify that secondary sales of LBRY are not affected by the judgment. Now, guys, this is going to play a huge role in what happens, you know, with regards to cryptocurrency adoption in the US and other cases, including the Ripple case. or at least maybe it could. Watch out for this ruling, says Jeremy Hogan, as this is a possible scenario in the Ripple case with the SEC asking for a broad/vague injunction and Ripple seeking clarity from the judge. So Jeremy Hogan points this out here, okay, though the commission is content to perpetuate uncertainty, LBRY submits that it is critical that the final judgment clearly state that LBRY is not a security in and of itself. And I have a feeling, I think we heard murmurings of this, that Ripple at a point early on that they actually requested the same and that the SEC would not grant them that. LBRY is not a security in and of itself, and 2, Odyssey and LBC users are not subject to any permanent injunction that the court may order. So this is one of those sticking points, and basically once we do get a ruling on that, Jeremy Hogan is saying to pay attention because that could in fact affect the Ripple case. K. Hugh Breslin here saying, I know commenting on other legal work is not a great ask, but does this motion strike you to be above the prowess or rigor of their original defense? I wonder if there was outside input whereby insights or strategies for this motion was put forth by LBRY's defense to pick up. And Jeremy Hogan responding, the major question argument came out of nowhere. No doubt it's not normal to be raising it for the first time here. And Charlie also asking an interesting question. Jeremy Hogan, as a lawyer, you should know that the court does not have standing to make that ruling. The judge already knows that based on the last ruling. Highly unlikely judge changes the opinion. So more of a statement here. And Jeremy Hogan responding, a judge can rule on an issue not explicitly raised by the proceedings. A sua ponte happens all the time, but should be done with caution. So, interesting perspective here from Jeremy Hogan. Another thing that I noticed here from John Deaton, good pick up here on the defense, but the Hinman speech documents being ruled discoverable and not privileged had nothing to do with the disclaimer and everything to do with the SEC lawyers taking a hypothetical and inconsistent position regarding the speech. He was commenting on Ben Edwards' tweet here, okay? So now we're kind of shifting over to the Ripple SEC case. You may have noticed that the SEC recently changed its disclaimer language when officials speak to the public. It now includes a statement that the remarks are in their official capacity. This is probably in response to the Ripple Labs discovery dispute. So, what are they changing it to? Historically, this was the customary disclaimer. Before I begin, I must give the customary disclaimer that the views I express today are my own and not necessarily reflect the views of my fellow commissioners or the staff. And now, guys, the SEC changed it to this. My views are my own as chair of the SEC. I am not speaking on behalf of my fellow commissioners or the staff. All because the XRP community sleuths have come down on the SEC, shed light on the Hinman emails. Now this is part of the court case, and I'm sure the SEC is seething, but we don't give a rat's butt because Gary Gensler should indeed be fired after this, and I really hope something does happen to that scumbag. On top of it all, guys, the WEF put out this paper just this month, Pathways to the Regulation of Crypto Assets, a Global Approach. So basically looking at the world and saying, look, the world needs a global approach at cryptocurrencies. It's funny here. I do have the paper up here if you guys are interested. Right at the bottom, though, the acknowledgments, and I'll just go over here to Anders' tweet, retweeted out by Cowboy Crypto. Imagine that. The company being sued by the US SEC is contributing to a WEF report about regulation. Here you guys can see some of the contributors and the acknowledgments in this WEF report. Hugh Harsono, manager, Central Bank Digital Currencies at Ripple USA. And of course, we know Ripple is a partner of the WEF. So it's all smoke and mirrors, guys. We are going to get this settled, hopefully sooner rather than later. And to cap it off, Danny here also bringing this up, retweeting out Elon Musk's tweet from just about 10 hours ago, at least at the time of this recording. Hold on to your horses as the carousel of destiny spins ever faster. Could he have meant something that has been percolating in our minds for the last year or so? The unicorn on the carousel, the purple horn, USD, Bitcoin, and XRP 589, baby. If this is not the carousel of destiny that he's talking about, it certainly is the carousel of destiny for XRP hodlers. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.